Hi guys. In today's lesson, we'll go over 8 pairs of words that are often confused. So these pairs of words are confused with each other and therefore are misused very often. And after that, we're going to have a little worksheet so that we can practice what we go over today. Let's start with the words farther with an A and further with a U. So farther with an A is talking about a physical distance that you can measure. But further with a U is talking about a symbolic or metaphorical distance. And often it's a substitute word for more. Here are some example sentences. On the left, it says, his house is farther than mine. Here I'm going to use farther with an A because I'm talking about a physical distance. On the right, it says she wanted to pursue her education further with a U because we are no longer talking about a physical distance. And if you struggle with remembering the difference, just look at the spelling farther with an A, think of far, and then think of a physical distance, and that might help you remember the difference between these two. The next two words we'll talk about are every day as two words or every day as one word. When they are separated as two words, it is an adverb, and it's talking about the frequency or how often something happens, and it means each day. And every day as one word is an adjective, which means daily. Here's an example with every day as an adverb. I run 3 miles every day. Here, I'm letting you know how often this happens, so they have to be separated. It's exactly the same thing if I say I run 3 miles every week, right? It's always separated. But on my right, it says my everyday chores include vacuuming, doing the dishes, and taking out the trash. Here, I'm saying my daily chores, so it's actually an adjective, and therefore it should just be used as one word. Next, we'll talk about the words apart, one word, and apart, two words. So when they're together, it is an adverb and it means separated. But when it's two words, it is just an article and a noun, and it means a portion, a piece. For example, during COVID, people were asked to be 6 feet apart from one another. Apart here means separated or away from one another. And if you look to the right, it says, a part of my day was spent working, but I spent most of it with my children. So here, a part means a section or a portion of my day was spent working. So these two words have actually nothing to do with each other. This next pair of words is a pair that I see confused very often and therefore misused very often. And they are the verbs lie and lay. Lie means to recline your body to the horizontal position, whether that's a person or an animal. And lay means to just put down. For example, please lie down for your medical exam. So please recline your body to the horizontal position for your medical exam. Or to the right, it says, my son likes to lay all his toys on the table. So my son likes to put all his toys on the table. I think people find these verbs particularly confusing because of all their forms. So on the left, it says the present form of lie is lie, past is lay, and past participle is lain. On the right, the present form is lay. My son likes to lay all his toys on the table. And past is laid, and past participle is also laid. And I think a lot of these are very similar in how they sound, and I'm sure that's why it's very confusing for many people. I wrote these example sentences down of the 6 forms in case you find this helpful. I don't want to read through all of them, but please feel free to pause or screenshot if you do find it helpful. Now let's move on to the next pair, and they are advise and advice. For those of you who are familiar with IPA, I put it right here. And clearly, the only difference in the way we pronounce them is that the verb is pronounced with the Z, advise, and the noun is with an S sound, advice. So the verb means to give advice, and on the right, the noun means it is a recommendation or some sort of guidance. For example, for the verb, my counselor advised us to take summer school. On the right, as a noun, I received a lot of valuable advice from my counselor. So the mistake I see clearly the most often is just with spelling. So if you're trying to use it as a verb, it's going to be an S, and if you're using it as a noun, it will be a C. Next, let's talk about lose and loose. So lose with the Z voiced sound is a verb, and it means to not win, maybe a game, or to be unable to find something, to misplace something, or to no longer have something. Loose with the voiceless S sound is an adjective, which means not tightly or firmly fixed in place or not fitting tightly. For example, I always lose at video games, so you never win. Or I often lose my keys in the house, so you often misplace your keys in the house. And to the right, loose. It says his shirt was very loose. Again, it's not tight fitting. Or the screw was loose, so my dad found a screwdriver. So it just means that it's not tightly fixed in place. And I again see most of these mistakes made in spelling, not so much in speaking. Next, let's talk about complement and complement. So the complement with an I is to say something nice. Or if you're using it as a noun, it's something nice that is said. To the right, with an E complement, it means something that completes something else, or things that go well together. For example, my young son loves getting compliments, or his teacher complimented on his efforts. So both of them, one used as a noun and the other as a verb, both are saying something nice. On the right, it says yellow and purple complement each other, so they go well together. Or chefs know unique ingredients that complement one another. So again, chefs know unique ingredients that go well together or they kind of complete each other. Next are the words ensure and ensure. So ensure with an E means to make sure or make certain, or to guarantee. And to the right, insure means to take out an insurance policy or to protect or secure against something like an accident or death. An example with the verb insure with an E is many parents use a lot of their resources to ensure that their kids get into college, to make sure that their kids get into college. On the right, insure with an I. If you purchase a car, you must insure that car. Now let's take a few minutes to do this short exercise. Please choose from the words in the parentheses and please pause this video for more time. Number 1, my pants are loose. I need a belt. Number 2, your blue shirt complements your eyes with an E, which means going well together. Number 3, his car can drive farther physical distance than my car with the same amount of gas. Number 4, my dog goes out for a walk every day. 2 words. It shows adverb frequency, how often, every single day. If not, he will bark nonstop. Number 5, when my son and I were apart, meaning not together or separated, I missed him too much. Number 6, it is your job to make sure that all the data is correct. Number 7, I don't know what to do. Please advise. That's a verb. And my dog just kidding. My son and dog lie on the grass every afternoon. So every afternoon means it's a habitual action, which means you should use present tense, and it will be lie. Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you found that helpful. And if you did, please consider subscribing to my channel and liking this video. I would truly appreciate that. And please leave a comment if you have any questions about what we went over today, or if you have any other questions regarding other confusing words. I hope to see you again next time. Bye.